News Talk 1080 AM WTPS. Coral Gables, Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Palm Beaches. The People's Station.
It's the Robert Henderson Jr. Show, featuring Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner and president of the Henderson Financial Group. Understanding money. It's all about the money. Understanding money. It's all about the money.
Good morning, South Florida and hello world. I'm Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner. We're so happy to be here. Joining me is my business partner and my colleague, Lynda Harris.
Good morning. Wow.
Man, it's so great to be alive.
I don't know
great
why
to
I'm
be
in a
here.
good mood. Yeah.
Just good, because life is good. Life is good. Man, we waited all week long. Can you believe they had us waiting a week to get back here? All week long, have been dealing with that foolishness all throughout the week. My goodness, and Saturday to Saturday. Just too long. I miss y'all. I miss y'all. I miss y'all. We miss y'all.
It's nice to be here. It's a good outlet for us to come here, sit down, chill, the beautiful studios, and just talk what we know.
It really is.
It's
you
a
know?
good outlet after
really,
a stressful week.
This is our therapy.
Exactly.
Our way of giving back and
Exactly.
helping. And we had some week. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Feel like Cape Crusaders. Man, One morning, remember the other morning, it was early, 9 o'clock, somebody called me, and a bank called me for a client, well, not a client mother, and said, you got 1 hour, Mr. Henderson. Miss So-and-so property is going on a courthouse step. I said, lady's 70 years old. What do you mean?
Wow.
They didn't really care.
You put your cape on?
I put my cape on.
Went to the rescue.
Went to the rescue. I couldn't even call the client, and I couldn't even call the mother. They somehow, I guess they were, matter of fact, they was in a fetal position. They called me, and they said 1 hour.
That's devastating. So that's the way it works. They at least called you, give you time, and the house was saved and did not go in foreclosure.
1 hour before the court. I mean, that's something.
That's amazing.
People just don't care about you, about y'all. I'm telling you, man. We living in a dog-eat-dog world. Lady's 70 years old.
The only person care about you is your mama. That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
And sometimes
In the world.
sometimes depends on if she on something.
Exactly.
You know, because everybody don't supposed to be a mama.
That's right. Nothing is fair. Nobody care about you but your mama.
Oh, man, we had some kind of week trying to put out fires, negotiate with the bank, so many foreclosures. People are in trouble.
It is on. Remember they predicted this? It is happening.
Yes,
We're in the
it
midst
is.
of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody behind on their mortgage and you see trouble ahead, don't just sit there.
It's not going away.
Don't just sit there. You got to do something. You got to holler, scream. You got to do something. If you don't want your neighbors or your next door neighbors or your friends to know what kind of financial condition you in, but you sitting there and the ship's sinking, don't just sit there until it's just too late and you drown, then try to cry. Do something.
Prayer is good.
Prayer is good.
Prayer is good.
But you got to be in tune in order to hear what the prayer is telling you. Get up.
Sometimes
call Henderson, call somebody, do
God
something.
send people to you and you don't realize it, and you still saying God will make a way.
Yeah.
And he could have just made a way by sending someone or something, and you don't get it.
Yeah.
And then
don't wait. I'm telling you, you can call our office, 305-825-1444.
we're negotiating short sales now.
Man, we
on
negotiate
properties that people bought and thought they were going to flip and thought that the market would stay the way it is forever, the way it was. And now it's really
seasons change.
The season has changed.
And all seasons change. Boy, I tell you. Well, just had to get that out. So glad to be back here Saturday morning. What's the date? What is it? May 8th, 19th? May the 19th.
Time waits for no one.
Isn't that something? I don't care how much money you have, how smart you are. That time going to keep on clicking. It's going to keep
Don't think you have time to get it together. Time is now.
Time waits for nobody.
Do the right thing now.
But time's on your side, but it waits for nobody now. It's going to move. Now, you can sit there and tell me, wait a minute, I got to go to the bathroom. No. You can do anything you want to. You say, I got to go to the bathroom. Oh, I got to have a baby. Oh, I got to do this.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. No. You can't even put time on hold.
That's why I went ahead and ran my marathon, taking my piano lessons, doing the things I always wanted to do.
Time.
because I'm running out of time, Robert.
Running out
Can't
of-
buy it.
No, you can't. You
Can't-
cannot buy it.
There's
And
no price.
you know the funny thing about it, as you get older and older, and then you start getting where you can't move as much. That's when you start realizing you should have went and saw something, did some things. You've been on this earth all this time,
All this time, taking up space.
and you never even went to Disney World.
Right.
Never went to the Bahamas.
Beyond Georgia.
Right. Never did anything. All the beautiful things in this whole world. You get ready to leave this place, and now you can't hardly move around. Then you all of a sudden you think, boy, what a fool that I have been.
But you got a closet full of clothes,
A lot of clothes.
purses that match the shoes,
Yeah.
and don't even have a passport.
No substance. You know what? Matter of fact, that moves me right into our word for today.
Okay.
And you know, last week we started this word for the day thing, and our last week word was, you know what it was?
Synergy.
Synergy. Synergy.
Synergy. Very important
Synergy.
for anything to happen, for you to move something.
Seems like one of them big words. You know, words to me, when I hear a word, it goes into my brain and it forms a picture.
Right.
And a word like synergy, I can't get a visual. Now, everybody know when you come in my office, you know that's my whole buzz thing is, can I get a visual? Meaning that you can say a whole lot of words and talk that talk and all that rhetoric and be educated and blah, 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 blah. If I can't get a visual, you sound like wah, 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 wah. What I mean by getting a visual, meaning that when you say dog, I can get a visual of that. If you say football, my mind think about a football. I can say it's brown and the way it's shaped, you know? If you say stop sign, I'm going to think about red, octagon shape with the word, STOP in the middle. Follow me? But when you say synergy, I can't get that. And most people, that's why we learn. We don't understand that.
Right.
So that's why, but it's very important. Now, you remember what we talked about, synergy? If anybody, you don't want to give it out, you want to see if somebody out there listening, they can
See if
call.
somebody
Let's
listening.
see if anybody hearing us out there, Lynda. Call us at 1-877-825-1080. 1-877-825-1080. See if anybody can call us and give us the definition and what we discussed and what we talked about synergy last week, okay?
Another thing we talked about was leveraged buyout.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, I learned something then, Robert. Leveraged buyout. I always thought I knew, and I, on the surface, had, knowledge. But the way you broke it down and the way you shared and how you explained it, piece of cake, no brainer.
No brainer.
No brainer.
You remember that?
Leverage buyout. You gave an example of a car, used car, sitting in Miss Lily's yard. You come by, Miss Lily say you can take it for $200. Miss Lily, I'll be right back. At that point, you go and sell every piece of that car. It nets you $700 individually. The steering wheel, the engine, the door, the headlights, the alternator. You have just sold parts of that car, netted $700. Go give Miss Lily her $200, and you now have $500.
Exactly.
And you didn't even put any money out.
No money down.
So now when a company like, let's say, I'm just going to use an example, Verizon, who's into all kind of things.
Or Kellogg's or Nabisco or
Absolutely.
conglomerates.
So you go sell off their chemical division,
Right.
their electronics division,
Right. The trucking division.
the human resources, the trucking.
Right.
I put in an option, and they really do it on this level.
$1 billion.
For $11 billion,
Right.
I sell the parts and net $22 billion,
Right.
and say, here you go,
Right.
and I pocket the difference.
Same principle.
Wow.
Same concept. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the same principle and it's the same concept. A lot of people, the synergy thing, you can use it in your everyday life. Matter of fact, you should use it. It applies to each and every one of us. I mean, if you think about the churches, a church has to have synergy.
Oh, yeah.
A business have to have synergy. If you look at a lot of the problems in the world, you would say it lacks synergy. And synergy, meaning that the individual parts, okay? And let me tell you exactly what I'm saying. Think about the body. Get a visual of the human body. Now, I'm right-handed. My right hand could start ego tripping and saying to me, Robert, you're nothing without me. I write, and you need me to write. Now, my right hand could try to hold me hostage and get beside itself. But the right hand has got to know that it's a part of the whole body of my physical being. Now, I have got to let them know, actually, I could either tell the body, I could even tell the right hand, no, listen, don't get out of line. You can be replaced. And the right hand can say, nah, you can't replace me. And I can say, well, if all of a sudden I have to lose my arm, I'm still going to be alive. You're going to be gone, right hand.
You need your right hand, though.
No, but the right, I can still function.
Okay, yeah. You're not going to shut down.
I'm not going to shut down.
Right.
See, I can have to have my right hand cut off or something. But my body will still function.
Right.
And see, some people act like the right hand. Some people think that you can't function without them. You're going to shut down.
Right.
But see, that's not natural. See, because the right hand can be replaced. Heck, you can get a false hand. You can get anything you need just
Won't
to grab
work as
something.
well.
Well, but check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, under certain circumstances and giving, and you're in a particular situation, you'll be surprised what that left hand will do.
It'll step right up to the plate.
Sometimes, a lot of time, oftentimes, when one door closes, the other door opens.
That's a good point.
It forces you.
That's
that
right.
left hand, now the right hand gone, left hand, you sitting over there acting crazy, been acting lazy, ain't been writing all these years, but you're going to have to get up, buddy. Right. Left hand, you're going to have to hold this pencil because we getting ready to learn and we getting ready to do something because you know the right hand down. Because the right hand got beside itself. Matter of fact, I chopped it off.
That's a good point.
Because sometimes the right hand gets so beside itself, it may start choking you and getting you messed up. You follow me?
Right.
And so therefore, sometimes the individual part or individual part of your body or the individual in your life.
Or your company or your church or your business.
Right. Sometimes you can have a company and you can have an employee that's good.
Right.
That employee get beside themselves. They know they so good, they just start just being uncontrollable. And then the whole company said we got to put up with it because he or she brings so much value to the company. See, what happens is if the body allowed the right hand or that individual that's in a business or a company to do that, it's out of control. And you can never do that. Because the synergy. Because see, what happens is, now what if the right hand get that kind of control and the left hand, what do you think about the left hand going to feel? The left hand going to get jealous. The left hand going to say, we ain't really nothing. The left leg might stop working. The right leg.
Right, the whole left side may say, we're not needed.
We're not needed. That's all you need is the right hand.
Right.
No.
Why should we try?
Right. But then it's like the right hand is connected to your wrist, connected to your elbow.
Right.
So everybody connected. So don't get beside yourself. We're talking about body parts right now, but really we're talking about you and we're talking about life. When we speak in these metaphors, you have got to apply what we're saying to your individual selves and your individual life. You've got to have discussions. Okay? I don't want to get off into this body part. Some people are like, what are you talking about?
Right.
You know, because some people can't understand. Some people, Lynda, we sound like wah. They say, what is they talking about? You're listening live to News Talk 1080 WTPS. Man, we didn't even introduce ourselves. We got to let the people know. Some people just starting to listen to us. You know, we get new listeners every week. We got to come back fast. The music coming on. We got a great show for you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it locked. We're going to be talking about, top of the hour, we're going to be talking to Paul Lewis, who came up with that song. He's a producer, entertainer. Matter of fact, he was the lead saxophonist for Casey and the Sunshine Band. He's going to be in our studios.
Good deal. And money and music. Boy, everybody want to be a producer.
That's right.
Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Voices of South Florida on News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People's Station. Dr. Rachel, weekdays 10 p.m. till midnight.
MySpace, of course. has a ton of sex offenders on there using it to try and find people to to be predators with, right? So ultimately, what we have is a subpoena for MySpace to turn over the names of the sex offenders. MySpace continues to respond this way. They're going to have some trouble.
News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People Station.
Strike, baby. Hey, Rob, when was the last time you were gobsmacked?
Oh, about a month ago. We got hit by a Hyundai.
A Hyundai? No, gobsmacked. It means astonished. Like when I found out the tuition at Broward Community College is about half of four-year schools, but the first 2 years of courses are identical.
Oh, that's cool. I guess I was gobsmacked that you actually used the word gobsmacked.
Very funny. I sure wish I had a friend with more perspicacity.
Get a high-quality education and improve your life. You'll be gobsmacked by BCC's flexible scheduling. Day, night, weekend, and online classes are available, and transferring to a state school after graduation is guaranteed. You have our word. Call 954-201-7200 or visit www.broward.edu.
Perspicacity? What's that supposed to mean?
Visit www.broward.edu or call 954-201-7200. Broward Community College. We keep you thinking.
Greyhound presents Go Dog! Quickly going where few have gone before.
Okay, I want to take my girl to all 60 states.
60 states, huh? We'll get you close with Greyhound's new faster, more direct routes with fewer stops. Just hop a bus and get to wherever you're going faster and more comfortably than ever before.
Excuse me, when does the bus to West Dakota leave?
That's not a state, sir.
Oh, okay. What about East Carolina?
No.
Columbiana?
Do you need a map, sir?
About how long does the bus to Hawaii take?
Buses don't run to Hawaii, sir.
Go Dog! Greyhound has dropped their prices across the country, so now you can get wherever it is you're going for less than before. Come in or visit Greyhound.com for special low fares. Prices may vary in select cities.
Florida Financial presents what every black and Latino should know about investing in the stock market. If you're 25, 35, or even 45 years of age and want to retire with $1 million, come out on May 23rd and 24th at 6:15 p.m. at Florida Financial Corporate Offices, located at 101 Northeast 3rd Avenue, 15th floor in Fort Lauderdale. Register for this free seminar by visiting FLFIN.com or call 954-703-2949 or log on to FLFIN.com. Florida Financial, it's about time. Saturday, May 19th is your night for love at the Joseph Caleb Auditorium. Experience the smooth, sultry, soulful sounds of Levert, Mickey Howard, and Glenn Jones. This evening of classic R&B is presented by Miami-Dade Commissioner Audrey Edmondson and Miami-Dade Parks. It's an unforgettable concert you won't want to miss. Tickets can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a night of love. An evening of classic R&B with Levert, Mickey Howard, and Glenn Jones. Saturday, May 19th at the Joseph Caleb Auditorium. Call 305-636-2350 for more information. That's 305-636-2350.
Can't wait.
Saturday, May 19th is your night for love at the Joseph Caleb Auditorium, presented by Commissioner Audrey Edmondson and Miami-Dade Parks. You will not forget this. Saturday, May 19th at the Joseph Caleb Auditorium. It's an unforgettable concert you won't want to miss.
News Talk 1080 listens to you, South Florida.
I listen to the show on a regular basis, and you have somebody giving sophisticated blog reports talking about politics, but yet you have to tell somebody that 7:12 means 12 minutes after 7.
I've been listening for a couple weeks now, well, actually about a month now, and I'm really enjoying the conversation between you and Andre and all the listeners.
Joy and Andre, man, you all always have a thought-provoking show.
And your voices will not go unheard. The People Station. News Talk 1080 WTPS.
It's the Robert Henderson Jr. Show, featuring Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner and president of the Henderson Financial Group. Understanding money, it's all about the money. Understanding money.
Yes, it's all about the money. Boy,
I like
that's
that
a hit,
jingle.
ain't it? That's a hit.
it.
All about the money. Y'all know that.
Understanding money.
Get it.
Okay, bro.
For all gonna be at 8 o'clock so we can talk about all about the money. Y'all know ain't nothing funny. Boy, money and power. Respect, I tell you. You know, let me introduce myself to people who just turning in for the first time. Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, president of the Henderson Financial Group. My partner, my colleague, my sister-in-law, Lynda Harris, is here in the studio live. WTPS 1080, the people station where information is power. Let me give you the telephone number. You all can call and give us your questions and your comment about the show today. If you learning something, let me know. Holler at a brother and sister. 1-877-825-1080. 1-877-825-1080. Let me tell you, some of you all who just tuning in, I'm a certified financial planner. Been in the business for over 25 years, 26 to 27. I don't want to tell how many. I forget how many. But I've been in the business for a long time. I'm a stockbroker. I trade stocks every day. I love stocks. I love real estate
Especially
too.
these days.
Especially these days. These are my seasons, bro. This is my time. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. If you missed it all the 90s, we made so much money in the 90s. But then in the year 2000, the market crashed. It's out of season. It was out of season. But boy, in the last 2 years, actually, we've been planting seeds.
Right.
And boy, it's our season. Real estate, hey, you know, real estate is it's like the watermelon season going out. Don't fight it. Don't go against the current. It's going out, but it will come back. We're in the circle of life. All of this stuff is good, but timing is everything.
Absolutely.
I'm also a real estate broker. Been in the real estate business since 1979. President of the Henderson Financial Group in Miami Lakes. Also, I'm an insurance broker, meaning that we're not captive agents. We don't represent one insurance company, Primerica or State Farm or John Hancock or New York Life. We represent them all. We look at their product. We look and see what will work best for you. You follow me? So when you come in our office or you ask us about insurance, we will actually analyze and see what works for you, what's more cost effective for you. Some people have sugar, diabetes, high blood pressure. That don't mean nothing. Almost everybody have sugar, diabetes, high blood pressure, especially if you've been eating them collard greens and shit, eating a lot of that soul food all your life. They know what you got. They ready for you. Especially you Latino being all that sweet stuff. My God, y'all eat some sweet, what's it?
Flan and
pasta and
pastelito.
You know what?
Coquito.
Lynda, people call and say that we had a caller last week and said, I make racial slurs and all that kind of stuff and say something, So I'm gonna stop using I'm not gonna stop, but I'm gonna integrate. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have a variety of examples. A lot of time I use Miss Lily and Bobo and Cool Slick Willie and all that. I'm gonna start using Alvarez and Mr. Goldstein.
I don't think it's gonna
Gonzalez.
work.
You don't think it's gonna work?
Because you are who you are. You can relate to who you are and
Latino
how
people.
you've been raised.
But some of the Latino people say, hey, why you never say,
okay,
Gonzalez or Alvarez or Jose,
Good point.
Or why you don't never see, Mr. Lieberman or I say Lieberman or Goldstein
right.
or
This is Miami.
Yeah, this is Miami. We're in a melting
Miami.
pot. So,
Right.
Black as I am, I got to be able to see myself. I got to be able to see myself outside myself.
Okay.
That's something to do,
That's hard.
Yeah, that's really hard. But I often do that. Lynda, also, I'm an author. Book called The New Underground Railroad, Breaking the Chains of Economic Bondage, Educating the Modern Day Slave About Investment, Stocks, and Bonds.
And that article you wrote, man.
Wow, I got a lot of feedback
Good
on the article.
response.
Grown Folks and Money. I wrote it for the Times.
Wow, yeah.
Whoa. Just because
That
you're 20,
touched the nerve.
just because you're 21. Because, lately, I'm telling you, it's like an epidemic. Grown people acting like children. And just because you're 21 years old, I think that's part of the problem. You're 21, after 21, and they say, hey, you're grown now, you should be doing it. That's not necessarily so. Because you got people who 30, 40, 50 years old act like 10-year-olds
It didn't
now.
used to be like that, Rob.
It didn't used to
There's
be like
nothing wrong with expecting a person to act a certain way after they 25. It didn't used to be like this.
Weaker and wiser. That has been written in the scriptures, the holy books. People will become weaker and wiser. And for a long time, I didn't understand what they meant by weaker and wiser. How can you be
That's a
wise?
contradiction,
Yeah,
right.
how can you be wise and weak? But as I went through life and as I studied and studied, I like to really study myself, study. But become weaker and wiser. You look at the kids today. They're slick. Slick. Man, they can electronics. They can do that iPod. They can do them cell phones. Quick, old people don't know
Text message,
They do
all
all
that
that stuff. You follow me? They wise in that, but they weak in common sense.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious.
No substance, word of the day.
Now that's the word of the day.
But I cannot apologize for having certain expectations of an individual after they're 25.
But that's part of the problem. That creates a lot of your pain. Just
That's
because
a lot.
you got 30-year-old children walking around here. You got 40-year-old children. The problem is, the reason why you get all upset because you expect, because he's 40 years old,
So I
he ought
should
to have
lower
some
my
sense.
expectations.
You can't look at the age. Age is nothing but a number. Remember, he couldn't stop time. Time is going on. Nobody can stop time just because that fool did not get it. He 40 years old. He really 10. And see, what makes you upset is because you figure he's supposed to have learned and have mastered some
Absolutely.
things about life in terms of some experience.
Before you
trial.
step to me or somebody else,
no.
you talking like you said 10.
No.
And you a grown man. You dressing like a grown man. You blinging like a grown man.
Right.
You got 3/4 length shorts like a. I mean,
No,
it's not right.
But he got a Michael Jordan sneakers on,
Right.
And diamonds in his ear, and necklace on.
Talking
and,
about the new Jordans
yeah.
coming out
and want to be a player.
Right.
How you gonna be 40, 50 years old talking about a player? But all that player stuff's supposed to be out of you. If you one man, you trying to run 2 and 3 women, you broke. Trust me, you broke, or you
Yeah.
go on your way to be broke.
Yeah. You know the latest dance.
Man, you should have been done got hurt, busted, disgusted, done did that, gone. But sometimes when you grow, some people don't. It take a long time to grow. Sometimes you be 50 years old and still trying to be a player. No.
You're right. It's causing me a lot of pain, and I need to just curb my enthusiasm and lower my expectations.
No, when they come in, just say, "Oh, that's really a kid." Okay, now let's get to the word of the day: substance.
Okay. Man.
Substance. What does that really mean? Let's give us. You got a definition of substance?
Definition: substance, that which is solid and practical in character, quality, or importance, i.e., a plan without substance. Let me say that again. That which is solid, important word, solid and practical in character, quality, or importance. Character, quality, importance. Example, a plan without substance. No method to your madness.
Yeah, substance.
Substance.
So it's like you see a lot of people walking around just doing things, but there's no substance.
You know how you meet somebody and exteriorly they look great.
Right.
And they run down credentials that look great.
Right.
And they are pledger and a fraternity and got the look and got the haircut and the suit.
Right.
And you start talking to that person and you can't put your finger on it, but it's something wrong.
Something just not fulfilling.
Something just not fulfilling about that individual.
No substance.
That's the word, Robert.
No substance. Doesn't fill you
He
up.
has no substance.
It's not solid. See, when you say the word substance, I get a visual.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to tell you the visual that I get.
I can't, tell me, because I'm trying to put it into something tangible.
But I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you the visual I get when I hear the word substance. I get a visual of a brown paper bag.
Okay. I'm closing my eyes.
Close your eyes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you got to have imagination on this show here now. Imagine a brown paper bag and someone's holding it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what's in it. That person could be holding it and it appears to be like it's something in there.
Right.
But in actuality, there's nothing in the bag. The bag has no substance. There's nothing inside.
Or a pretty
It's
bag,
empty.
not even a brown one.
Okay, a pretty bag.
A designer,
Right.
Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci bag, and you really think it's something in there. 'Cause
No
it's
money.
an expensive bag.
No money in there.
No money.
Right.
No way to get money.
Right.
No ideas.
But the outside.
But the outside of that bag.
There's no substance in it. There's nothing to
Nothing
hold
in
you.
it. It's
In other words,
air.
as a matter of fact, when you get it, so when I think about a brown paper bag, when you get the brown paper bag and you get it and you look inside and there's nothing, you throw the bag away.
Right.
That's your first response.
Right.
Nothing. Next. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things and stuff that we hold valuable and don't know that we're valuing it. It has no substance. So anything that has no substance, no filler, nothing to fulfill you, doesn't quench your thirst really, will continue to keep you in bondage, will continue to make you keep, it's like crack. See, crack actually has no substance. It's a chase. It's a feeling, but you never can get fulfilled. It's like, drugs.
You can only talk about superficial things or who's in the news or celebrity so long before you sound and seem empty. Give me something to think about.
Some people whole life have no substance. They're always doing and going, but there is no substance. Where are you trying to do? Where are you trying to get?
And that's why it's so important how we keep saying learn different things, learn about investments, learn about stocks.
Learn about
because
yourself.
just once you conversate with somebody about that, you sound real good.
Yeah.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're starting to have conversations besides clothes, celebrities, the latest movie. That is so empty.
You know, and like people ask me, what's my personal view on, gays and lesbian and sexual preference. You know, I tell them honestly, I could care less I really could care less on who you and your sexual appetite is for. I really could care less. I really, really, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it does not bother me. I'm too busy.
Okay.
Too busy.
Okay.
Learning, examining, studying Robert. I'm trying to become the best I could be. I have so many weaknesses. I'm trying to improve my weakness. I'm trying to challenge myself. I really, really don't have time to even care about your sexual preferences. I really don't care. I don't know why I feel like this, but I don't, because I'm too much attuned into myself, because we only have so much time, because y'all see how fast this thing going by, and you can't buy it. I don't care how many $1 million you make. You can't control this time. So I ain't got no time in worrying about what you do. You know, I done told all my 5 children, from a 28-year-old to Heisey, who's 25, to my 18-year-old son, a 16-year-old daughter, and my 11-year-old daughter. I asked them, I don't really care who they like. Now, I shouldn't say I don't care, but in other words, I'm not going to stop loving them.
Right.
Whoever they want to be with. If it's making them happy, I'm happy. I'm not going to. So that's my take on it. I'm too busy trying to discover Robert. You know, it's a certain thing that says, how are you going to worry about what they call this thistle or some, in your eye, somebody else's eye. You worrying about something being in somebody else's eye, and you got to get it out of your eye. It's like a splitter.
But it also, women, we come across so sometimes empty when all we talk about is getting to the mall and the latest purse that's come out, and people see through that. And you wonder why a lot of men we meet that says, man, she empty, she has no substance. And it goes the other way as well. But when you know what you know, and you start talking about your portfolio, and you start talking about that you hear about the merger or the leverage buyout, or what's your that stock that went up, or the something to take over, man, I'm telling you.
Matter of fact, let's talk about that now, because the stock market has been rolling, man.
Yeah,
I tell you, it's been
man.
rolling. You see the Dow Jones Industrial Average at 13,556.
And see, you'll lose somebody if they have no substance. You start talking about that?
Yeah, but see, first of all, if they've been listening, they know I done talked about the Dow Jones. Can anybody call me and tell me what the Dow Jones Dow 30 is? Now, no. I had a couple in my office yesterday, man. They had it written down. One of them better call here. Don't be ashamed. We're a whole family. Y'all know what the Dow Jones. I done told you what the Dow Jones represent. Now, the Dow Jones yesterday, it was up 79 points yesterday. I mean, we just kicking butt. I mean, we are really, really. Matter of fact, we going so fast. I told another couple in my office, I wanted to slow down. I want the market to pull back. Why? Because I want to get some of y'all on it. It's like the train is about to leave the station. And I need it to stop so some of y'all can get on it.
A lot of them left behind, Robert.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Got to jump on board.
A lot of them left behind. They don't understand. My people shall perish for the lack of knowledge.
Right.
And I need to help them. Need to give it down, break down. So today, we're going to, the next 30 minutes, we're going to talk about stocks and investing.
Okay.
In real estate. That's what we're going to talk about. But let's first take this call right here. I got Joseph from Miami. Joseph, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
How you doing, brother?
Okay, pretty good. Yeah, I've been listening to you for a long time, but I finally got the guts to call you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having them guts. That courage, boy. You need courage, I tell you that. Got a question or comment?
Well, I have a question. Most of the times you see that ad on television for AXA with that big gorilla.
Yeah.
What's that plan all about? They say it could guarantee you income for the rest of your life. What's that all about?
That's a good question.
Very good question.
Guarantee.
Marketing something else. He recognized a gorilla.
Yeah. But he still recognized they can guarantee income for the rest of your life.
Yeah. He said, what is that all about?
Guaranteed income. Okay. You want to hang up and I'll explain it to you?
Yes, I'll listen to you on the radio.
You got it, brother. All right.
Thank you.
That's a good question.
Good question.
They say they can guarantee income to you for the rest of your life. I like that because it sounds good.
The word guarantee right there.
And income and rest of your life. Those are catchy words. Now, if someone can guarantee income, which they can, now the trick is they didn't say how much income. Because when you say income, first thing a brother or sister think about, a lot of money. He gonna guarantee me $1 million for the rest of my life? Okay, maybe not. Maybe he gonna guarantee me $100,000.
Or what I'm making right now.
Right. He gonna guarantee, right, $50,000 a year. He gonna guarantee. What do I need to do? Well, usually when they're talking about investments like that, they're talking about IOU type of investments. They're talking about either bonds or annuities. That's what they're talking about, some sort of insurance product. But first now, let's think about the concept. I want you all to get a visual on this. Okay? I want you to get a visual on this. If you go to the grocery store and you buy an apple or an orange, you will eat for that day. You will be able to eat it. But in order to continue to get income, in order to eat and be nurtured for the rest of your life, by golly, you better have an apple tree in the back of your yard. You better have an apple or orange tree somewhere where you can just go and pick up the fruit. Now, y'all got a visual? In order to go somewhere or have an entity provide income for the rest of your life, either it's your sugar daddy, your mama, or your husband or somebody, because you can't rely on a corporation, for the rest of your life, that means you have got to have grown something. You have got to have put some money there. You have got to grow a tree. If we're talking about apples and oranges, that means you got to have a fruit tree. In order to have a fruit tree, that means you have got to start off with some seeds. You got to plant it, you got to fertilize it, and you got to put a lot in it so the tree can get strong and grow tall so you can eat of the fruit for the rest of your life. When that gorilla's saying guaranteed income, he might be saying they can guarantee you $100 a year for the rest of your life. If you want $50,000 a year or $20,000 a year, you got to have a big piece of chunk of something in order to eat off of it.
So I just can't call AXA, the gorilla people, and say I'm ready to be guaranteed an income the rest of my life.
They're going to say, how much money do you have?
So I have to give them something first.
They're going to say, how big is your tree?
Okay.
Now, if you say, listen, I got $100,000, and they say, give us the $100,000, and we're going to give you, let's say, for example, 5%. Okay? Now, let's say 5%.
Okay.
5% of $100,000 is $5,000 a year. Okay?
We give it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, so they say they're going to give you for the rest of your life. So you give them $100,000, and they're going to give you 5% for the rest of your life. So you got $100,000. So in other words, you got the tree now. The tree costs $100,000. You're going to eat $5,000 worth of the fruit for the rest of your life.
So they didn't lie. They are guaranteeing you income. They just didn't say how much.
Right. Okay. Now, if you come and say, listen, I got $10,000.
Wow.
They're going to say, we still can guarantee income because 5% of $10,000 is $500 a year. But for the rest of your year.
Rest of your life, you're going to get $500 a year.
Right. Now, don't come back here 2 years from now to my, give me the tree back. No. Or give me my $100,000 back. No. Because we told you that we're going to guarantee you income for the rest of your life. We done took that $100,000 and put it in Apple Computer. We done put that in Home Depot. We done put that in McDonald's. We done actually took that and put it in FP&L where we got 75% on our money last year and we paid you 5%. No. You just wanted a sugar daddy. You wanted a big mama. You wanted, you want the,
So I guess sounds like it could be good for an older person. You saved all your nuts. You're a squirrel. You gathered it up. You call a gorilla, AXA.
Right.
And you say, I'm tired.
Right.
I'm 78 years old, or let's say 68.
Right.
Here's my tree.
Right.
Now guarantee me I want to ride into the sunset.
No. Here's my big money. Go get me a tree. What kind of tree you have that's going to give me income for the rest of my life? And the thing about it now, when you get that big lump sum of money and you give it to them, first thing you want to know what kind of income.
Right. If
it's 5%, of $100,000, giving you $5,000 a year, they probably going to say, you got to keep your tree in here so you can get the fruit off of it for 10 years.
10 years.
And if you come here 3 years from now, we're going to charge you a big penalty. We're going to charge you $15,000 if you want to get your tree back. Why? Because we already had something planned for your money. We're building real estate. We're building homes on the West Coast. We're building shopping plazas. We collect this money from y'all people who want to get a guarantee. Please don't rush in here saying you change your mind. That's why you signed the contract, and that's why we signed a contract with you. We're the gorilla. We're telling you that you can get money for the rest of your life. And see that, I can't say that's bad. It depends on what you're after.
Absolutely.
Now, if anybody understood what I said with that visual, call me 1-877-825-1080. 1-877-825-1080.
What can we tie that to, Robert? What financial instrument? Annuity?
That's annuity.
That's an annuity.
Or a bond even.
Or a bond.
Yeah. And then they have some insurance products where you can put lump sums of money in the insurance, and you can get, dividends, and you can get money sent to you quarterly or monthly. But the whole concept and understanding of that is you got to have. So that's why a lot of people want to invest in, high yield. But if you got a little bit of money, if that's all you have is $10,000, and you saying you want to get some high yield so you can live off of, that's like saying you got a little tree, a little pot. It ain't even a tree yet. You got a flower. You got a flower.
Potted plant.
And you saying that you want to eat off the fruit. Well, my goodness, you got to wait till the potted plant go out of that little pot so you can plant it in your yard so it can become a tree. Now, how does it do that? That comes with time, patience. That comes with growth. That means you got to be fertilizing. You got to be saving your money so you can one day eat from the tree of life.
Can't we look at AXA's portfolio and do the same investments they have? Can we?
Yeah, you can. But, some people too lazy. Some people don't want to do nothing, man. Some people don't want to learn. Some people don't want to do nothing. They want you to do it for them. See, that's why when they come to our office, I'll give you a perfect example. Had a couple came in last week, and we did a comparison. They really like real estate. I like real estate too, but we did a comparison. We looked at McDonald's.
Okay.
In other words, I gave them an example. If you would have put in $120,000 in March of 2003.
Okay.
If you'd have took $100,000 and bought a piece of real estate, today, 4 years later, that $120,000 house could be $240,000, maybe $300,000.
Okay.
Okay. So write this down now. $120,000 invested in March 2003.
Okay.
Into a house. Today, since the real estate boom took place, that house is worth $300,000. Okay. Now you would say you've done pretty good, right?
Absolutely.
You said that's a slam dunk, right? Okay.
No brainer.
Now, if you'd have took the same $120,000 and just bought shares, put your money with McDonald's Corporation.
Okay.
Today, your $120,000 will be worth $520,000.
Wow.
See, you didn't know that, did you?
Wow.
You didn't know that. The white folks ain't tell you that, did you?
No.
See, then the people in Congress and the White House, all them senators, they know that. And they make the law. And guess what? Let's do some more comparison.
Okay.
The real estate, when you bought for $120,000 in March 2003, remember you had to pay property taxes.
Oh, yeah. And the dreaded insurance.
And the property taxes kept going up every year, didn't it?
Absolutely.
So that's taken away from your investment.
Absolutely.
Even though you say it's worth $300,000. Then you had to pay the mortgage.
Absolutely.
You follow me? So that's taken away, even though you say your house is worth $300,000, but you don't put some money in there, man. And then you had to pay the insurance. The taxes, the insurance, and the mortgage. What about when you had to pay the electric bill and the phone bill, everything else, the upkeep on the house, the windows, all the stuff that go on, the yard cutting? You put a lot of money. See, when people think that, hey, real estate is it? No, everything is just not it. Real estate is good. I do a lot of real estate investing, but I diversify, not just in real estate. Now, you think about that. Now, you think about if you'd have put $120,000 in McDonald's. You didn't flip one burger. You didn't have to worry about nobody stealing your patties. They're giving away too much ketchup. You ain't had to worry about managing the McDonald's. Guess what? You didn't pay not one dime in taxes because you bought it in March 2003. You put $120,000 in. You don't pay no income taxes when you don't sell it. So even though it's worth $520,000, you ain't pay no insurance on it. McDonald's service 52 million people every day. They got 31,000 stores worldwide. That's where I put my money.
Wow.
Now I'm not touting McDonald's. I'm not telling you. I'm not saying.
There's
going
other
back-
examples
it's,
like
man,
that.
It's countless of examples.
Right.
You got Kellogg. You got Wrigley chewing gum. You got FP&L. You got Target. It's countless. People, you have got to start looking outside of the box.
Absolutely.
Keep it real. We'll be right back when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We got more to come. Hey, if you're on hold, we're coming right to you.
News, talk, weather, and traffic on News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People's Station. Dr. Rachel, weekdays 10 p.m. till midnight.
MySpace, of course, has a ton of sex offenders on there using it to try and find people to to be predators with, right? So ultimately, what we have is a subpoena for MySpace to turn over the names of the sex offenders. MySpace continues to respond this way. They're going to have some trouble.
News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People's Station.
The CBG of Miami-Dade and Vicinity, Inc., a chapter of the National Collective Banking Group, Inc., advocates the Black church as the most effective vehicle to bring about economic empowerment, wealth building, and a community of educated consumers. Through our Home Ownership and Financial Services Institute program, the CBG provides the parishioners of member churches expert counseling and financial assistance when buying their first home. Together, we educate and help provide our members to achieve overall community empowerment.
Do you know what multifarious means? Sure, I'm multifarious. Look, I can make my thumb pop right out of its socket.
That's double-jointed. Multifarious means to have great variety.
Where did you find that word?
In an ad for Broward Community College. It said BCC offers multifarious options to help you graduate. I'd like to do more with my life and learn something new.
Want to learn how to eat with chopsticks using your toes?
Ready to add some real substance to your life? Get a high-quality education from BCC. Day, night, weekend, and online classes are available. BCC offers the accredited programs and the multifarious options you need to receive a nationally recognized degree. You have our word. Call 954-201-7200.
Go to BCC with me. It'll make you more sagacious. What do you mean? I have a great figure.
Visit www.broward.edu or call 954-201-7200. Broward Community College. We keep you thinking.
He's an R-rated.
I can be a raunchy artist at times.
Trash-talking mega success. Now, TV One-on-One's Kathy Hughes is caught between a rock and a funny place.
Sex and relationships. There needs to be more of it.
TV One-on-One with Chris Rock, Sunday at 10 Eastern and Pacific. And this summer, TV One-on-One brings you the personalities you've got to see. Academy Award nominee Don Cheadle in July and presidential candidate Hillary Clinton in August. Only on TV One. Available on Comcast Cable and DirecTV Channel 241.
News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People's Station. You get the last word.
It's the Robert Henderson Jr. Show, featuring Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner and president of the Henderson Financial Group. Understanding money. It's all about the money.
Understanding money.
That jingle is true to form. Yeah. Understanding money.
And it's all about the money.
Understand. So that's
it's all about the
what
money.
you just said blew me away.
Yeah.
Now that McDonald's $5.20 I would have had today put in that same $120. That's $400,000, Robert.
And guess what?
Since 2003.
And the IRS ain't bother you. You ain't paid no taxes. And guess
versus
what?
the house that's worth $300,000, that's $180 net profit, but you subtract out your taxes, your insurance, your upkeep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing because, I mean, real estate, I think a lot of people identify and only stick to real estate, Robert, because we understand it. It's easy. My grandma had a house. My mama had a house. The dream is to own your house and one car, maybe two cars, and that's it. So a lot of people stick to real estate because it's in their comfort zone.
I know, but see, that don't make it right.
That don't make it right.
I understand. That's why white folks think we are absolutely crazy.
That's why we in the 85%.
That's why they think, because you got to be able to look at yourself outside yourself. Now, and they saying, we don't know, y'all didn't know. Why y'all don't know? Y'all free? Man. They say y'all free.
The information out there.
Yeah, but they say it's out there. They say, what you mean you don't know? Y'all going to college? Y'all doing all that? I mean, y'all, what you mean you don't know?
Why you keep buying things? Why you just staying in real estate? Why don't you take advantage of what's out there? These people got it out there.
That's why they think something wrong with us simply because our skin is dark.
We scared the market gonna crash.
Yeah.
We scared we gonna lose all our money.
They said, hey, that fear, that fear,
man.
That fear, you can't get out of this world alive. No way. What you scared for?
Paralyzes.
And you know what? But I look at it like this. I said, listen, white folks, I can't run y'all companies.
Right.
But I can sure bet on y'all.
Yeah.
I can let y'all make money for me. I ain't gonna be in the way. I ain't gonna be telling y'all what to do. Walgreens, I ain't telling y'all what to sell. I'm gonna sit in the back. I'm gonna sit in the corner. And as y'all make money, I'm riding it. I'm riding it with y'all. Go, baby, go, get baby, go, get. I'm riding. I'm rooting for you. Apple Computer. Woo! You see what that baby did last July? If you'd have put in $5,000.
July of 2006?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you'd have just put in $5,000 and just went and sat down somewhere,
Right.
don't worry about it. Go up and go down. All
I've
that.
spent $5,000 since July of 2006 on things.
Yeah. So if you'd have put in $5,000 and just sat down, today you go back and say, you know what? I just want my money back.
Okay.
You say, give me my $5,000. Apple said, no. It's $11,000 here. You go, what? Now what if you'd have put in $50,000?
Absolutely.
You say, what? How much in there now?
And I know a lot of y'all done spent $5,000 on nothing since July of 2006.
Nothing. See?
You wouldn't miss it. Just get it taken right out of your bank account. Robert, why?
That's why I got to talk. We're having this show right here, man. We like the slaves, the modern day slaves, man. They letting them talk. They letting us talk to it. Let y'all know, boy. Y'all ain't even know. It's like y'all been in the world. Y'all been living in Hubcapville. In Hubcapville, everybody got hubcaps. Everybody got hubcaps. You need to step outside of Hubcapville to find out that people got cars. There's a whole other world.
Right.
You've been tunnel vision. You've been in a box.
Right.
That's why people look at us like we're crazy.
And you know you really spent that much since
Let's get this
July
call
of
on line
2006.
two here. Call on line 2. Are you there?
Robert Henderson.
Yes. Oh, this is I know this voice. This is
Robert
Sister
Henderson.
Ford. When she say Robert Henderson, it sounds like my mama saying Robert.
Whole name.
The whole
Junior.
name.
Yeah.
That's Miss Ford. How you doing,
Robert
Miss Ford?
Henderson Jr. and Miss Lynda Phantom Harris, who I have not met.
She's coming off and Lynda, you always in the fields. That's what she said,
I have been in the box. You know I've been in the box.
You in the box no more. I know you've been in the box.
You know that I didn't know anything. I thought Dow Jones average was Clorox and all that, the Dow products that I see.
Wow.
Mr. Henderson, you are telling nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. And you know my age.
Yeah.
And it's a whole lot of us out there that listen to the banks, Mr. Henderson. They go to the banks and think the banks are their financial advisor.
Yeah, I know.
Because the banks would tell them, I am your financial advisor.
Isn't that amazing?
And they told me that a few weeks ago. I noticed you. Do you want anybody to to advise you? I said, Mr. Robert Henderson Jr., my own personal financial advisor, is working for me.
Right.
I don't need you.
You told him.
And then she backed away and she told me, well, we sorry. We just have to tell you this just in case. I said, no problem.
Yeah.
Because the banks work for the banks. If my sisters and my brothers my age, get your own personal financial advisor, Mr. Robert Henderson Jr., to work for you.
I thank you for that ad.
And I just want you to know, Mr. Henderson, that I am out of the box. I'm out of Hubcapville and any other place. And I don't even know what I was talking about before I got into the stock.
So in other
trade.
words, you born again.
And the people that I talk to, I don't even know what we were talking about. They don't talk my language anymore.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
I'm telling you, it's a trip.
It's a trip.
Anyway, I just want to thank you, Miss Harris, and thank you, Robert, for opening my eyes. And I'm glad that you were on this radio station because this is where I met you, and I'm so glad that I did. And thank God for you.
Much love to you. Thank you for calling.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Those y'all can call us also with 1-877-825-1080, 1-877-825-1080.
That was beautiful.
I'm going to tell you something. She got a nice portfolio we put together for her.
And she got in right in time, right?
Yeah,
right on time.
The train stopped. The train stopped just so she
Slowed
can get on.
down a little bit.
And then she got on and that took off.
Riding.
Right. I wanted to stop and get some more people on, but they don't understand. Some of them just too afraid. But, she was right in terms of the bank. Like I have people coming to my office saying they got $20,000 in a CD. They got it in Bank of America. I said, if you like Bank of America, you instead of putting your money in the vault of Bank of America, you might as well own some of Bank of America stock. Be part owner. Don't be a CD. When you're a CD, when you putting you're saying here, basically what you're saying is, listen, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I know Bank of America or Wachovia Sun Bank. I know y'all going to be here because y'all on every corner. And I know when I need my money, I can come get it. And I don't want to keep it in the house because my boy or somebody may rob or may come in there because I watch the news and they may come in and steal my money. So I want to put it in Bank of America. I understand you people thinking like that. I understand that. But listen to me. If you like Bank of America, it's better rather than putting your money in the vault or letting Bank of America take your money and juggle it and make it 3 times and give you a little 3%. It's better to say, listen, Bank of America, I want to be like you. I want to invest in your shares.
I mean, if they believe in Bank of America so much to give them their money, they got to believe in it to invest in the stock.
And own some of the
and
Bank of
own
America.
some of it.
Now, see, like when they come into my office, I say, listen, why don't today, right now, you go get that $20,000 out of Bank of America.
Okay.
Because they're giving you 2-3%.
Right.
And bring it to me, and we'll see what happens is we'll buy the shares. Now, I'm looking right here. Bank of America, the yield annually is 4.4%. The dividend yield, 4.4%. You follow me? So if you just put $20,000 in it, you're getting 4.4% just for having the money, just for owning part of the company. Then, if you look at the last 52 weeks, Bank of America has been from $45 a share to $55 a share. That's like you put in $4,500, it went to $5,500. Plus, you're getting the yield.
Okay.
So you're having your cake and your ice cream and cake
versus
and eating.
Versus a CD earning 1 point
and that's it.
Or 2%, if
that's
that.
It. Let me break it down. Let me give you another visual. It's like you working at Burger King and you working the cash register. Not only are they Burger King paying you a salary, but you also getting a piece of how many Whoppers you ring up, how many burgers. You follow me?
Right.
That's better than just getting a little measly minimum income
Absolutely.
salary.
So I'm getting an income. I'm getting a check every 2 weeks or every month.
Right.
And I'm getting a piece of every burger sold. I'm getting 2 cents per burger.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
So instead of putting your money just in Wachovia and coming and putting it in the savings account and checking account, you might want to say, listen, Wachovia, I'm going to be like you. I want to join y'all. Y'all so bad, I want to join y'all, and I want to actually be part owner, and I want to buy your shares.
So we're not saying or trying to get you to buy any particular company. We're just saying get on the train, participate.
Ownership.
The information is out there, and fear keeps us so suppressed. Ignorance is expensive.
Because
ignorance costs.
Because, Lynda, what happens is what all we talking about is ownership.
Right.
It's another form, another way to say ownership. Most people like gambling. No, it's ownership. Ownership. If you own anything, if you own a child, what? Man, I got 5 of them. You own them, you have them, you got some stuff.
Right.
If you own anything, don't think you're gonna own something now and not have some trials and tribulations.
Absolutely, it don't work.
And even when I said that, gave an example about McDonald's now, when you put your $120,000 in there, it didn't just go straight up. It went to $120,000, then it went to $150,000, back down to $140,000, back down to $130,000, then it shot up to $150,000, then it shot back up to $160,000, then it went back down to $120,000, then it went back up to $170,000.
Okay.
But you ain't gotta be paying attention like that. Only thing you gotta do is invest your money and go on about your business.
Because we said time's not gonna wait. You're gonna look up, and you're gonna be 52, 62
That's
years
right.
old. And you sitting there still with your 1 house, 1 car, and 1% CD.
Yeah, let's get some of these calls. This phone's
Okay.
lit up. Let's get who we got first? We're going to line 1? No, we're going to go to line 2. Let's go to line 2, right? Line 2, is that Edward from Miami?
Good morning, Mr. Henderson.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good, brother.
Listen, I called you guys before once you got back from Costa Rica, and I talked about that insurance program. But listen, my question, I don't know how to really explain it, but listen to me carefully. You guys are talking great about investment. Now, I'm an older guy, and the young lady that just called you before that said Robert Henderson, I can understand. I think we're about in the same age bracket. But anyway, how can your program get these young cats, these young people, to try to understand what you is talking about? Because you is talking about the truth. But if I was 21, 25, 30, and I had that kind of knowledge, man, I'd be rich. I'd be owning me a McDonald's with some shares.
That's what I'm talking about, Edward. That's
You're
what
right.
I'm talking about. And I don't know for the life of me why they don't wake up.
I tell you why. Edward, I'm going to hang up because I got in the call, but I'm going to answer your
Good
question.
point,
Okay, Edward?
Go ahead, Ed.
I'm going to answer it, okay?
Go ahead.
Hey, you all, let me tell y'all something. Because I got 5 kids, too, and all of them the same. All of them different, and they all came from me. But let me tell y'all something. Those of you all who are struggling with your kids, listen to me very good. Desire comes from above. That's where desire comes from. Now, our job is to set examples, to be a way shower, how you conduct yourself. If you run around saying you poor and broke, then you passing that germ on to your kids. If you run around spending your money frivolously and buying them $300 sneakers and CDs and buying them $300 Nintendo, you're teaching them how to be slaves. But if they're hearing you saying, honey, I can't buy you that video game because I got to invest and buy shares in Coca-Cola.
In the video company.
And I got to buy shares in Nike or Microsoft. I got to buy shares. When they start hearing you grown folks around the house speak that kind of language, then they in tune will follow. When they see statements coming and see you talking about it with your girlfriends and your boyfriends and all that, then they're going to start getting the program. You got to demonstrate. We living in the land of demonstration. Talk is cheap. You got to demonstrate. Once you demonstrate, then you can start to see action. That's why I'm telling you, all them churches on every corner and nothing happening, that means that demonstration ain't working. They ain't demonstrating nothing. They ain't demonstrating. You should be known by the fruits that you bear. Let's go ahead. Who's going to get line 7? Let's go to 7. 7, are you there, my brother? Dave? Who's this, Dave, or who's this?
Good morning.
Good morning. Is anybody there? Just speak.
Hello,
there you go. How you doing?
Hey, Mr. Henderson, how you doing? This is Lawrence.
Oh, this is Lawrence. How you doing, Lawrence?
Good. I got a couple questions. I'm going to hang up and listen. You was talking about knowledge, and I have a real estate property. You know, taxes and insurance is only due once a year. So what the bank was trying to tell me was, it's best that you let us give you an escrow account. And I simply told them, well, why? Are you going to give me return on my money? Because that stuff only due once a year. And then they looked at me because African American looked at me like, oh, wow, they didn't say it, but you can see the expression on their face.
Exactly.
And the next question I have, should you buy stocks where you employed at? And I hang up and listen.
You got it. Now, that's a good question. It depends on where you working at. If you see the management good and they tight, boy, let me tell you something. You see them doing and moving and shaking, they got a good product, then you should buy stocks where you employed at. But if you got a rinky-dink, shabby run, you can't wait to leave that shabby run company and their product and services are bad, then don't buy. Plus, you can always monitor it because most time your 401k or your retirement plan is tied in with the company. So let's see how they're doing.
A lot of times if you have a company like maybe a medical company or biochemical, you know ahead of time what research is going on. If you know something's going to come out and they're kicking butt, you may want to buy some stock. But like the Enron employees, Robert, don't put it all. Because if that company, we never think things like that will happen. Am I right?
Right. You never want to put all eggs in one basket. That's why they call it diversification. That's going to be one of my words also in the coming weeks.
That's a good point. Good question, Lawrence.
Good question, Lawrence. Who we going to now, Steve? All right, line 3, we're quick. Line 3, Frank, are you there from Kendall?
Oh, yes. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, Frank?
Pretty good. How you doing, Ms. Harris?
Real good. Thank you.
Good. I just have a question, 2 questions I'll hang up and answer. Is Nike and Under Armour, are they good stocks to invest in? And could you explain, let's say I got, I take my retirement and put $800,000 in a guaranteed return annuity. How does that work, and what's the upside, and is there a downside to that? I'll hang up and I'll listen to you.
You got it. Okay, first of all, he said 2 of our companies, Lynda, that we invest in, Under Armour and Nike. My.
Frank knows something, huh?
Frank, you know something. You own something, brother. You must have been listening to it, because you ain't came to our office, but you listening to it.
He getting it.
Well, you on the right track with that Under Armour and that Nike. Woo! Them champions right there.
Yeah.
You just sit back. Matter of fact, Under Armour, just yesterday alone, it went up 3.4% in one day.
In one day.
I ain't talking about a year. In one day, you made 3.4% on your money. In one day. Under Armour. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what Under Armour is, it's if you go inside a Sports Authority or any of the sporting goods, you'll see they look like tights. You know, they like spandex that kids are putting in football players and basketball players are putting under their clothes. Dwayne Wade and them, all the Heat and them, they wear them under. They're like tights, like a jersey, and they hold them together and give them support. So the football players, the baseball players, the basketball, it's the next big thing that's been going on. It hadn't been out 5 years, but it's the early stage of the company. It is booming. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying that I'm in it.
Right, you're giving us the facts.
I'm just giving you the facts.
Right.
So you can go and look at it and whatever, but my man right there, he was right on it. Now, when he said $800,000 in a guaranteed income, there again, anytime somebody can guarantee you something, if they can guarantee you something, that means there's more to be gotten. There's more to be had. In other words, if you give me $800,000 and I say I'm going to guarantee you 10%, I must go make 20 or 30 or 40%.
Absolutely.
So
For me to guarantee you 10%?
Yeah.
I got to make something on it, too.
That's right.
Okay.
So anytime, and see, what was that, Frank? Frank seems to be knowledgeable. He just said Nike and Under Armour.
Right.
So I don't know, Frank, I don't know why you want to give anybody your money, bro. Hey, we free. It's enough information out here that you can find out page by page and help yourself. That could be your career, helping yourself. That's what we did. That's how we learned about this stuff, how to plant our seeds and what kind of crop, what kind of stocks, what kind of companies to invest in. That's what we do. Man, don't give up your shit, man. Don't give up your balls. Don't give up your nuts, man, to somebody else. Talking about an annuity and letting them people just go ahead. Come on, don't do it. If you in shape, if you have sound mind, you could do it, brother. Call us, 305-825-1444. Let me see. We got Sandy here on line 4. Sandy, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was not going to call except that you mentioned the Bank of America stock. And let me give you a story. We were talking about my auntie last week in Cool Willie that
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Well, let me put myself out there. I was working for Bank of America, and when I came there, they gave me 200 stock options.
Ooh.
That you was only able to sell 100 at a time. So the first time, I didn't even know what they was, why they gave me the thing. I put the certificate in the back pile on the side. When everybody started saying, girl, you could sell, I was like, sell what? It was like, your stocks. I sold it, Robert.
Oh.
And I bought a computer. Now, the next 100 stocks, I still didn't even bother asking anybody, nothing. Working there every day. Every time you go online, they show you the stocks. It's like the time. You know how on your cell phone it got the time?
Right.
They show you the stocks. People watching the stocks every day. I never bothered to ask why. The next day split. So I had 200 again. Robert, I sold them things. I don't even know what I bought with that package of money. And do you know, I'm sitting here now listening to you, and all these months I've been listening to you. I'm looking at this E-Machine computer that I bought that's acting crazy right now. I say I could have bought E-Machine stocks with that.
Yes, you could have. Matter of fact, hey, you know what, when they say a stock split, man, when I first found out about a stock split, when I first started studying this stuff and learning this stuff, man, I said, that's all I need to know. Do you know when a stock split is for every share you buy, them people send you another share free?
Mm-hmm.
That's free money. They send you another share free. I said, oh my God. I said, man, if people, my black folks don't know about this.
Like a 2-for-1 sale.
It's like a 2-for-1 sale. It's like getting one orange juice and you buy one orange juice, get one free.
Get one free.
And you don't have to pay. How I feel now, learning all this stuff.
Man, but it's your time, Sandy. You sound like you still young. I met you. You still young. You're doing some good things. It's your time. You're blessed,
but
my
you don't
sister.
have an excuse from here on.
That's right.
Knowledge.
Right.
You got the knowledge now. We can't be having this conversation 2 years from now.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
All right, Sandy, gotta go.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Let's go ahead. Let's go to line 1 right here. Let's get Dave. Dave, are you there?
Yes.
How you doing, my brother?
Good. I have a couple of questions. How little money do you need to get started?
Now, okay, you said how little can you start?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you what that said. I got a visual right there. When you said that, I got a visual.
Right.
That's like saying, okay, there's a field out there. We're farmers. All of us are farmers.
Yeah.
You're saying, and you got it. Now somebody God done gave you your farm. All of us, first of all, got a field. All of us are farmers.
Right.
It depends on what we planting. We either sowing or reaping, or we planting or not planting, or weeds growing up on our life.
Right.
Now you just asked me, how little?
Okay.
How little? Like how many?
Right.
You could put one seed in all that land. You could put one seed in there if you want to. If you want to start off with $20, you can start off with $20.
Okay.
But don't start off with $20 and then go to the restaurant and spend $30.
Right.
Don't chump yourself.
So
You supposed to start off with as much as you come as you are. if you working, you can come up with at least $100.
Right.
Okay? But if you got $1,000, don't say you want to start off with $5, because remember, this is your money. You invest in these companies. If I was you, I would say, hey, man, I want to put as much as I possibly can.
Right. So you can say borrow against it, or and then invest, or.
When you say borrow?
Yeah, borrow money so I can invest in it, you know.
No. You got to save, man. You got to learn how to save your money. Save your nuts, man. You can't borrow your nuts. You got to save your nuts. You can't borrow no nuts. What squirrel you know going to let you borrow his nuts? You got to save your own nuts, brother. Go out there and wash some cars. Go and get an employment and get your nuts. Got to go. We'll be right back after the station break. It's 8:10. We're running late, Bernard. I'll talk to you, Dave. We'll talk to you later. Keep listening. I'll come back and answer that. We're back. Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner. It's all about money. My business partner, sister-in-law, colleague, Lynda Harris.
Good morning, man. I wouldn't want to date Dave. He said, what's the least amount I can bring? That's like saying, what's the cheapest restaurant I can take you to? He do not love himself.
Hey, Dave, I didn't mean to.
He started off with a double negative, Robert.
Yeah. I think that's what kind of hit me in the stomach. He said, what's the least that I could?
He didn't say,
what's the most?
How can I max out? I'm going to save. He said, what's the least amount? The cheapest way? What's the cheapest restaurant I can take you to?
Yeah. But I know Dave didn't mean that.
He phrased it wrong.
Right. But it shocked me when he said, Brother Dave, I know what you're saying is, because a lot of people think that before you can get started, you got to have hundreds of thousands of dollars. You have to have $10,000, $20,000, but you don't. I mean, I have people, Dave, that come in with $500 and they say they want to start. You can start with that. But, at least give yourself a fighting chance. You follow me? That's what I mean by that. But when you said, what's the least amount, like Lynda said, it's like saying, what's the cheapest whatever I can get.
Right. You're worth more, Dave. You somebody.
Yeah, you love yourself. You want to say, hey, where is the top? What's the good so I won't lose my money?
Paper bag.
Yeah, where is something that I could actually be assured and I could work toward? I can go and gather my nuts and I can look forward, to invest in a company or partnering up with a company that's going to be doing very, very well.
But I have a feeling once Dave starts and he gets that depositing every week or taking out of his checking account and he see those statements, he'll get excited and love himself more and save more.
Yeah, he will. But see, like a lot of the big brokerage firms, nowadays the minimum that you can start with is $50,000. But see, over here at Henderson Financial Group, we know you. We feel y'all brothers and sisters.
We don't turn them around.
We don't turn you around because we know you just need a chance. You just having this information you haven't been privy to all your life.
Absolutely.
And we still, we still trying to fight
a
human rights.
lot of them are still scared, Robert, and skeptical.
Yeah, I understand. Let's get we got brother Bernard Lee from Florida Financial. He wants to promote his seminar.
Okay.
Why don't we talk? He called me yesterday. He called me yesterday and said he's having a seminar. Matter of fact, I was on a panel with him back in September, and I was actually moderating the panel, and him and some more brothers that I met, good brothers, and he said he's having a seminar. He called me yesterday. He wanted to promote it. He's a financial advisor, and I told him, sure, no problem. The reason why I said that is because it's like 4 million people between Dade and Broward, and we need a lot of people that are in this field that's going to help the brothers and the sisters and going to help. There's people that actually want to get their financial house in order.
Absolutely.
So I mean, a lot of people might not understand why would I help him promote his seminar, and the reason why, because like I said, I believe that we're all ants, and no one ant can't do it. So we need each other. And I just want to make sure, Dave, you got to be talking to the people right now. If you telling them some whack stuff, you're gonna come back and tell me. Dave, are you there? No, Bernard, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How you doing, Robert?
Good, Bernard. Now you doing this seminar, right?
Yeah, we are doing the first of many seminars that we're going to be doing on a monthly basis at our office on Wednesday, May 23rd, 6:15 to 7:45, and then also Thursday, May 24th. 6:15 to 7:45. Now, the name of the seminar is I'm 25, 35, or 45 years old. How can I retire with $1 million? And it's from dreams to goals to confidence, what every black Latino should know about investing in the stock market. And that's really where it starts, right there. So we wanted to get everybody's attention and have everyone understand that, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, that you can get there, but it all begins with a mindset.
That sounds pretty good. Is there an admission to the seminar?
No, the seminars will always be free. We will never charge a dime for any seminars, and we're actually going to be doing them all over Dade and Broward County, and also try to get up to Palm Beach as well. We've actually had some information that was thrown out to us by Mayor Gibson that she's willing to try to get the citizens of Miami Gardens involved. Commissioner Jordan, the same thing, and also up here in Broward, Mayor Egleston. So it's a community thing as far as financial literacy and awareness, and not only brothers like you with your show, but firms like ours, and also your local politicians also are kind of joining in and saying how important this is.
What telephone number? Do you have a telephone number they can call? Or
Sure. Our phone number is 954-703-2949, or you can just go to our website and register for the event. Our site is www.flfin.com. FL short for Florida, FIN short for financial.com. When you go onto the site, all you have to do is see on the front page seminar registration form. Click there, and it'll take you to a number of the seminars that we're having.
Excellent. I like that title, too, because that will get people's attention. I'm in my 20s, 30s, 40s. How can I retire with $1 million? Very catchy. I like that.
Sure, and one of the things that everyone, just listening to some of your listeners before, Robert, the gentleman said, how much can I start with, or how much is the least amount to start with? And what we want to make sure is that everyone knows that, first of all, to get what we've never had, we have to do what we've never done. So it becomes a mindset along with a skill set. So we can tell everyone how to get there, but secondly, you got to have the faith to believe and the will to try. And then also you have to believe that it's possible. So what we're saying is that I think Robert knows that the stock market over time is the best investment. Period.
Thank you so much. Excellent, excellent. That's 954-703-2949.
Hey, Bernard, thanks a lot, brother. Keep listening, okay?
All right, thank you.
We got it.
Bye.
Yeah, that's Bernard Lee. He's going to be actually trying to educate people as well. I always, and how I feel, just like I encourage Brother Gibson, who is just a fantastic attorney that deals with probate, wills, and trusts. But Gibson cannot do it all by himself. And it is something when it comes to especially people of color.
Yeah.
We don't network together.
We need synergy.
Yeah, we need synergy in the financial field.
Absolutely.
See, I really don't believe in competition because there's so many people. We got 30 million African Americans. Let me tell you something, man. If 1 million people came to me today, I couldn't handle it. I'll be swamped. So we need other people. But the thing about when it comes to special people that look like me and you, Lynda, is that it seems like rather than joining together, people always try to go in competition. But I think the synergy, we should all help each other.
Absolutely.
We really should, because anytime you do things together, you become a more powerful force. And I can't, stop thinking about the whole ant thing, Yeah. One ant, you see how lightweight an ant is. Ant cannot do anything on his own. I mean, we all gonna eat because there's a lot of people out there. And I mentioned Brother Gibson in terms of being wills and trusts. I wish other attorneys that specialize in wills and trusts will call, because we need help, and we need an army in order to make this thing happen. You don't need to set up shop. That's the same thing how they do with these churches. I mean, you have one church and a church is good. Then next thing you know, somebody else go open up a church right next to him, and then somebody next to him, and they got a church on all four corners. Then somebody else go open. I mean, come on.
Brother Bernard, anything you can do to help us get these brothers off the corner, stop buying things, stop just wasting their money on trinkets. God bless you.
God bless you. And if you need some help or whatever, need me to come in or say anything, brother, just call and we'll be there. Now, boy, I tell you, we done went past our 8 o'clock when we supposed to bring in our brother. Good. Hey, can you play a little bit of that Understanding Money again? Because I'm telling you, the man that has been responsible for that. He's in our studio now. That's Brother Paul Lewis. Let me hear it. There it is.
It's the Robert Henderson Jr. Show.
That's his voice,
featuring
too?
That's his
Robert
voice?
Henderson Jr., certified financial planner and
Whoa,
president
get
of the
it,
Henderson Financial Group.
get it. That's my fight song. I could be asleep, but I come in and hear that song like, whoa, get it. Okay, that's Brother Paul Lewis. How you doing, Paul?
All right, Rob. How you doing? How you doing today, Lynda?
Good. Thank you.
Good to be with y'all here this morning.
Yeah, Paul is our partner and colleague. He's worked over there in the office with us, and he does a lot of the entertainment side of our business. We get a lot of entertainers, a lot of athletes.
How many people come in and want to start a record company, Robert?
Man.
How many people want you to invest in? I got a hit. How many?
So many people.
Many.
And ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to wake your children up.
Yeah.
Wake them up to hear this.
I know they just getting back from the club, but they're going to ask you for the money, parents. So
Right.
we need y'all to know the ins and outs
Right.
before you give up your hard-earned money to your 18-year-old that want to be a rapper and just got a sure hit.
Right. You got a daughter who just
You got
thinks
a
she can
daughter who
sing.
really
She in the bathroom sounds so bad, but Lord.
And she look good,
Yeah.
and she see the videos, and
Right.
she said, if they can do it, I can do it.
Right.
You need to know.
So we get a lot of people that call us. Paul basically handles that. Paul has been in the music business. Paul, how long you been in the music business?
37 years.
Oh, my
So you've
God.
seen a lot. He's seen a lot.
You've seen a
long
lot.
time.
So you
Wow.
was a little boy when you started, right?
Yeah, I was 10 years old.
10 years old.
Singing and performing in the local clubs here in Miami.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness. Paul Lewis, boy, I tell you. Now, you played, tell the listening audience a little bit about your background and what you've done, and then we'll go right into it. We're going to talk about money and music, okay?
Yeah, well, you mentioned a little earlier, I'm one of the former members of Casey and the Sunshine Band from back in the day when we had all the hits in the 70s and early 80s. I've had a few other things that I've done in the past, a group called RPM. A lot of people may remember As One, the wedding song. Tears of a Clown, they did a remake. Smokey Robinson signed with CBS, that was pretty big. I've done quite a few things in the industry over the years, either producing or songwriting or singing.
So that stuff it took you all over the world, huh?
Yeah,
He's
pretty much.
demonstrating that law of demonstration. He ain't just telling you what he heard.
Yeah, I know.
He's telling us what he knows.
I know. We got to go to break? Okay, yeah, because we missed that first break, so we got to get this break in. So when we come back, we're going to talk about music and money, okay, and tell y'all exactly the pros and cons, the ins and outs on this whole music industry, and why kids are just losing their minds, skipping school, trying to get into
Losing
it.
the parents' money.
Yeah, and American Idol and all that. But we're going to tell you the real skinny dinny on it, right? Keep it locked. Don't go away. Get your kids up, all right? We'll be right back.
Your voice, your opinion, your station. News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People Station. The Two Live Stews, weekdays 7 till 10 p.m.
Y'all realize Bonds have been walked 17 times in 10 games?
What are you saying? The conspiracy has started?
Slowly but surely.
Nobody's going to pitch to him?
Slowly but surely.
Hey, man, go look at the 73 home run season. That man set a record for walks.
Yeah, and still got 73 home runs.
And still had 73 home runs.
So people are slowly starting to shy away from throwing the ball across the plate for Barry.
News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People Station.
Computer systems. They're taken for granted by many, but for you, computers may be a passion. If you're the one your friends call to install software or help with the operation of their computers, Information Systems Administration may be right for you. And now you can get an education online to help you prepare for opportunities in this field. Just call ITT Technical Institute. Call 1-888-427-1616. Through ITT Tech, you can earn an associate degree online in Information Systems Administration. And online education is a convenient, flexible way for self-motivators to hit the ground running. At ITT Tech, career assistance is available to graduates and financial aid is available for those who qualify. If you are ready for a new challenge, call now for a brochure on ITT Tech's online program in Information Systems Administration. Call 1-888-427-1616. 1-888-427-1616. That's 1-888-427-1616.
We're here at the Bear Challenge, where the two top-selling paint brands are going head-to-head in a competition of quality.
Watching paint dry is exciting stuff here at the Home Depot.
Let's take a look at our current leader, Bear Premium Plus.
I tell you, I did not expect this kind of quality from the most affordable paint.
Well, you know, I'm not surprised. Bear's been rated #1 in overall quality by a national study 4 years in a row.
Well, with the kind of resistance to scrubbing that it's shown today, it's certainly proven it has lasting power.
Definitely. But you know where Bear really stood out for me?
Where's that?
That whiter base.
Oh, I can agree with with you there. Anybody wanting truer colors can appreciate that.
Folks, you can get out on the action too here at the Home Depot. Just vote for the paint you think did best.
And you can win $10,000 in gift cards from the Home Depot. Bob, we got legal on that?
Yes, indeedy. To enter and for official rules, visit your local The Home Depot store by July 31st. That's open to U.S. residents 18 or older. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Nice. Is Bear better? Take the Bear Challenge and decide for yourself. Only at the Home Depot. Good?
Better.
Bear.
Join the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce at their 17th annual golf tournament on Monday, May 21st at Country Club of Miami, 6801 Miami Gardens Drive, with a shotgun start at 8 a.m. Support the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce's sporting fundraiser while showcasing your team's sportsmanship. For more info, call 305-751-8648. That's 305-751-8648, or visit them on the web at www.m-dcc.org.
Wake up South Florida. Andre Aguilar and Joy Reid are taking it to the streets. Wednesday, May 23rd, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. from the Miami Job Corps Center in Miami Gardens. The Coffee Talk will focus on the increase in youth-related homicides and the alarming youth dropout rate in South Florida. Andre, Joy, elected officials, and school board members will be looking forward to talking to you live Wednesday, May 23rd at the Miami Job Corps Center in Miami Gardens. We're taking it to the streets. Be there.
It's the Robert Henderson Jr. Show, featuring Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner and president of the Henderson Financial Group. Understanding money. It's all about the money.
We're back. It's all about the money. Joining us here in the studios is Paul Lewis, entertainment consultant, producer.
Veteran of 35 years plus.
37, I think.
37
right?
years.
37 years. Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner. Lynda Harris. We're live here in WTPS, the People Station 1080, inside your ear hole. We're going to be talking, moving right along, other segment of our show. Time is running out. We're going to talk about money and the entertainment business. And Paul, I tell you, a lot of people hear about all the riches and the money that's being made in the entertainment field. Our kids, instead of going to be business owners or who wants to invest in the stock market or real estate, they're more interested in doing things to get rich quick. And most of our children want to do things that they feel that has the less stress. They want to do something that basically they don't have to work as hard at. So before it was being a football player or a basketball or baseball player, some kind of athlete, because we in our communities we see that the athlete are the ones that seem to get all of the bling bling and get all of the the looks
all
and
the girls.
all the girls and just live the good life, especially with BET, putting all this stuff on the cribs and all that kind of stuff, not knowing that half that stuff is rented, and now a lot of kids and little Johnny want to read. He want to bust a rhyme because he feel that he can be the next P Diddy. And P Diddy, God bless him, I hope one day that brother come around and stop smelling himself. This guy here really think he made himself. That's amazing to me. I did, and there's so many rappers that actually get on TV and glorify themselves like they're God, like they made themselves. They don't even know how their heart beat. They don't even understand blood. They don't understand anything. So a lot of our kids are actually being subjected to that nonsense, and it's the media, and then we got American Idol, where they promoting these people that sing. So no wonder kids. They're not what you say, but what you do plays a more important part with them, and they want to be and they want to do. So Paul, I want you today to shed some true light on the field and how difficult, how prosperous, and is it really, really for everybody? Every kid got a chance, or let's talk about that, okay?
Well, yeah. Well, first, Robert, I'm gonna just say this: that I don't want to take away anybody's dreams or deter anyone's passion. Right. The music industry will be here, with or without any of us. People love music, have always loved music. I'll start out by saying this, that the majority of the people that are in the music industry today are people that aren't making money.
Wow.
And we have to know that. I mean, we see, just like you say, that you look on television, you see all the videos and all these big stars, and they riding around these beautiful cars and have these beautiful homes and such. A lot of them live with their mama. You know, when it come right down to it, they still living with their mama.
Yeah.
And then they're all of the wannabes. You know, I kind of attribute it kind of like with athletes. You mentioned athletes.
Right.
You have 40 high schools between Dade and Broward County, senior high schools, and maybe 60 players on each team. And out of those 40 high schools, maybe 3 of them might make it into the pros. You know, it's 60 players on each team. You multiply that.
Around the country, yeah.
Around the country.
Right.
You know, same thing with the music industry. It's even bigger because every other house, there's a rapper. There's some kid that wants to be a rapper or a singer. Right. You know, it used to be more singing.
Yeah.
Right.
But over the last 15 years or so, everybody wants to rap because everybody think they can rap. And you multiply that football player thing by 100 because everybody wants to be a rapper. And out of those, 1 out of every, 100,000 may become successful at it. So, you know, again, I don't want to take away anyone's dreams, but the reality is that have a B plan.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. You know, I want to. The phones is lit up already. I got Brother Thomas here. They want to say something here about the music today and yesterday. Let's take his call right quick. Brother Thomas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Good morning, Robert Henderson and Lynda.
Good morning.
Good morning, Paul.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. I grew up in your era. I was out there with the Shades and Brown chocolate milkshake.
Oh yeah.
You know, and Ronnie and Jerome were my cousins.
Okay, I remember you.
You know, and I went to Douglas MacArthur with Charles Harris and the rest of the boys, Milton Harris, and all of those brothers who performed at their day and time. And I just want to make a statement about the differences in our projection. Our projection was from within, without. Today's projection is from without and no end. So what I mean by that is we wanted to speak to our audience. We wanted to send out a message, you know, that lift the people up. You know, we had a message that provided hope, love, and charity and prosperity for the people. And we had that nucleus among ourselves as well, and you don't find that today. Most of the artists today are trying to compete with each other. And the number one thing they don't have there is musicianship.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're definitely going to touch on that. I mean, that's for sure.
But hit it on the head.
That's why the industry is the way it is today. I mean, and nothing. I'm not saying anything bad about the industry as a whole. It's just that it used to be where musicians had to learn to play an instrument. They had to learn to sing. Today, anybody can make a beat. You know, all they need a little drum machine or a little computer.
Well, like what Thomas was saying. I mean, you know, you guys was making music and music they lives. Right now, they don't care about making the music. They want to make a beat. I mean, they'll come with a song, hit me in the head today, hit me in the head today. As long as you got to, that's all they say the whole time. Hit me in the head today, or ooh ah, made you cry. Ooh ah, made you cry.
If I was to write a rap, I would write something like, I'm not picking at the women or the way they dress. Most of them with bodies the Lord has blessed. To me, a pretty girl is a star attraction. In the male eye, which brings on the action like a voodoo spell. You see, I'm speaking.
All right.
Thomas, you're a bad boy, man. You're a philosopher. Man, you're a bad boy.
That sounds like an audition to me.
Yeah, sign him up, Paul. Hey, sign you
no
up, Thomas.
audition. Those things are in my heart.
Thomas, you're a bad boy. Love you, man. Gotta go. Love you,
Thanks
Thomas.
for calling, Thomas.
All right.
Thomas
Thomas a bad boy.
There.
You say he dropped that beat that quick?
I ain't thought
Let's
about
get
that
Karen.
quick.
Karen, are you there on line 3? Karen.
Hey, Robert.
Huh?
Everybody can't sing. I'm talking about me. I couldn't do it if I tried. Can you hear me, Robert?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. One thing that I wanted to touch back on when you all were talking about sports, I just give you a real live example, is that I know a husband and a wife, and their son, he's an outstanding football player. I mean, awesome. And they're fighting over him now, and they're spoiling him, and they're giving him everything because they see their meal ticket. They see him getting ready to go to the NFL. But the sad part about the little boy has to get past college. He hasn't even made it through college yet. But they see that, isn't that something though, you know? And they said, okay, this is it, and they're putting him in the limelight to put sports as number one.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
That happens a lot, man. They actually put them because they figure that's their meal ticket to get them to the promised land. And the boy probably don't know nothing about nothing.
Well, they setting themselves up for some major disappointment.
Robert.
Yeah.
Robert, wait, the sad part I didn't say, and the little boy is out smoking marijuana.
Oh.
He can't can't even pass the test.
Hey, so his senses are dull anyway, huh? He got dull sense. Hope he can run or hit somebody with that football. I don't know what he going to do after.
Yeah.
All righty.
All right, thanks for calling.
Y'all have a good one.
You got
Bye-bye.
it.
All right. Yeah, they sound like they 1 second away from a injury or something and a career over
Major
with.
disappointment.
We got another caller here. Let's get John Williams. John Williams, are you there?
Yes, Robert.
Yes.
How you doing?
Doing real good. How you doing?
I'm doing real fine. How you doing?
I'm doing real good.
All right, Robert. Robert.
Yeah, I hear you.
Look here, let me tell you something. Robert.
I hear you. You keep calling my name. You sound like my daddy or something. You sure you ain't my daddy?
It's so
Robert.
It's so exciting talking to you. Now, look here. You know the reason why I call you? You remember the thing that me and you were supposed to talk about on the radio?
Yeah, I remember you said you wanted to come on the radio.
I wanted to come on there, Robert, because I'm going to tell you something. Right now, I think this is the right time to talk about it because all these different kind of subjects that we are having and we talking about, I think we're a pretty good show. If you just give me a chance. Give me a chance.
All right. I'm going to give you a chance. But right now, I want you to sit back and listen to Paul Lewis so we can help some people that's going astray and spending their money wrongly in this music, okay?
All right. This is the whole subject we're going to talk about, too. But this is what we're going to talk about also.
Okay.
All right, then. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call your office next week.
Okay.
And then we can make some kind of arrangement and see what we can do.
You got it, John Williams.
All right, Robin. Have a nice weekend.
You too now, bro.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Deep John Williams. Never met the brother, but y'all met him. Y'all heard him just like that. He's a good brother. He got a lot in his heart. He's sincere, and he want to do the right thing.
He want to get it out.
Yeah, he want to get it out.
He want to get the information
And guess
out.
what? We going to help him get it out.
Absolutely.
Okay, Paul, let's get back to this. Okay, so let's walk through. Let me walk through this whole maze of this entertainment field, okay?
Okay.
Because a lot of kids are just really thinking like, they can just get them a record deal or they can sing. They don't have to worry about, academics. They don't have to be smart. They can just go ahead and get all the glitz and glamour and have a good life and they're in heaven. Now, let's talk about the pros and the cons of it, okay?
Okay.
Now, I know almost everybody, especially that you go to any church, especially got a choir, somebody in there can sing.
That's right.
Somebody. So can you tell people just because little Ronnie or little Sandra can sing? Okay, here I am. It's little Ronnie. That could be
Maria.
white name.
It could be Maria or
Carlos.
Heather.
Or
right,
Carlos.
Right, or Carlos.
Okay. What about if Carlos or Heather could sing?
Okay.
You got a lot of them in the choir.
Dime a dozen.
So what you could sing? What else? Tell these people what else you need other than sing. So what you could sing? What that means? Is that gonna get you somewhere?
Well, I mean, especially in today's music, talent don't seem to be as important as it used to be. And I'm not saying that to say that the entertainers today aren't talented. Some of them are, but in comparison to, say, even 10, 15, 20 years ago, right. There's no comparison. It has very little to do with talent today.
What does it have to do with?
More to do with luck, money, knowing the right people, or not even knowing the right people knowing you.
Gotcha.
More than anything else.
So that thing about being in the right place at the right time, and I was walking down the street and I handed out my CD and to somebody who passed it on to this producer who passed it on to Timberland, and I got a phone call. Does that really happen?
That happens. That's a 1 in a million type situation. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just very much improbable. Think about it. Driving down 27th Avenue on a Saturday, you may see 20 people out there selling 20 different CDs, or giving them away for that matter.
They give them away, yeah.
So people, these so-called producers and such get so many CDs, so many tracks from different people all over the world every day. I mean, what makes yours stand out?
Hey, Paul, you made me think about something. I remember about 10 years ago, I went to Universal Record because I had, Heavy D and all them, the clients of mine. And I went to Universal Record. Motown was in there. And we went in there, it's right there in Manhattan in New York. And I went upstairs and I was talking with Heavy and a lot of other people. And I looked over there and there was boxes and boxes of CDs. And they had dates on them. 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5-year-old boxes that had never been opened. And I said, what are all those? He said, CDs people send us from all over the world. I said, well, there could be a hit in there. They said, man, we ain't got time to look at all that stuff.
That's right.
I was shocked. I like, when people send y'all this stuff, they say, man, listen, y'all know it's who you know. That's what it is. It's connections.
That's it.
That's what it is. It's connection. Knowing somebody knows somebody.
That's right.
So they sell people a dream about, just sending your stuff in because you can sing and all that. I guess, the music business is no different than everything else in life, is it?
Well, it's business. That's business. You just said it. You said the music business. It's all about business. And it's people are programmed today to like a certain type of music. That's what music or radio programming or music programming is all about. When you find yourself listening to a radio station, you hear that same song that you like so much, it's only because you've heard it 12 times that day.
Okay. Yeah, because when you first hear it, you're like, oh, that ain't nothing but, boy, I tell you, once they done played it 1,000 times, you start humming in the shower.
It's programming. That's why they call it radio programming.
So for music, they do the same mind manipulation program as they do to actually go to the grocery store and go and eat out. All of a sudden, you sitting down.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. You sitting down, you reading the paper. All of a sudden, Red Lobster commercial come on. You say, honey, let's go to Red Lobster.
That's right.
That's some good stuff, ain't it?
That's exactly. That's it.
But you know what, Paul? I got like you said, you don't want to step on nobody's dream. I got a niece that really could sing, and I'm willing to put my money behind her. When I walk in your office,
stop. I love your niece.
We talking hypothetical, right?
right. Hypothetical.
Okay, you got me off guard there.
Tell me, I have a passion. I believe in her. How can I get CDs cut? How much does it cost, and where do I go?
Okay, well, that's a real good question, Lynda. Today's industry is a little bit different. When we were coming up, we would be practicing in the garage or out on the front porch, and we'd cut a cassette and we would package it up and send it out to some record company. If somebody heard it, some A&R person from that record company heard it and liked it, they fly you in and have you do a single or cut an album on you, things like that's not done today. Today, the industry is more where you have a track or an album or something that you're recording. You go in a studio, a lot of home studios. You're going to have to pay for it.
Wow.
That the industry is a setup where if you believe enough in your product that you're willing to put your time, money, and effort into it, and you put it out on a local level. And when I say local, it could be South Florida, it could be the state of Florida, it could be the Southeast, it could be whatever. And you move product. You're able to sell product, have it scanned, sound scanned.
Okay.
Have spins on radio stations where you're getting media based or BDS spins where it can be monitored.
Okay.
Then you'll find the majors or record companies period become interested in the product and want to buy your product from you and give you a percentage on it.
Pay for my own studio time and then go to radio stations or go to somebody to hope they play it.
Yeah, well, the industry is set up that way now because there's so much product being bought out. Before, like I said, there was a band in this neighborhood, and there was a group in that neighborhood, and there was a singer in that neighborhood. Now, every other house there's a rapper.
So bottom line, Mama, don't get a second mortgage on your house.
No. It's too much involved. Again, I don't want to take away anybody's passion, but the reality of it is it's very unlikely, and that's how the industry is today.
Wow. We'll be right back. WTPS, the People's Station. Wake up your young kids, the aspiring rappers, singers. We got some good information. Paul Lewis in the studio, and he's telling us what he knows, not what he heard. WTPS. We'll be right back.
Voices of South Florida on News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People's Station. Michael Baisden, weekdays 4 to 7 p.m.
Well, what I say is that we should legalize prostitution.
Why?
And the reason being is it is a worthwhile career that people can make money with. And if it was legalized, then these ladies as well as gentlemen will be able to get the health care they need. They will be able to...
So you're saying there should be prostitute unions?
Absolutely.
News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People's Station.
Join the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce at their 17th annual golf tournament on Monday, May 21st at Country Club of Miami, 6801 Miami Gardens Drive, with a shotgun start at 8 a.m. Support the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce's sporting fundraiser while showcasing your team's sportsmanship. For more info, call 305-751-8648. That's 305-751-8648, or visit them on the web at www.m-dcc.org.
he's an R-rated.
I can be a raunchy artist at times.
Trash-talking mega success. Now, TV One-on-One's Kathy Hughes is caught between a rock and a funny place.
Sex and relationships.
There needs to be more of it.
TV One-on-One with Chris Rock, Sunday at 10 Eastern and Pacific. And this summer, TV One-on-One brings you the personalities you've gotta see. Academy Award nominee Don Cheadle in July and presidential candidate Hillary Clinton in August. Only on TV One. Available on Comcast Cable and DirecTV Channel 241.
Florida Financial presents what every black and Latino should know about investing in the stock market. If you're 25, 35, or even 45 years of age and want to retire with $1 million, come out on May 23rd and 24th at 6:15 p.m. at Florida Financial Corporate Offices, located at 101 Northeast 3rd Avenue, 15th floor in Fort Lauderdale. Register for this free seminar by visiting FLFIN.com or call 954-703-2949 or log on to FLFIN.com. Florida Financial, it's about time.
Your voice, your station. On News Talk 1080 AM WTPS, the People Station.
It's the Robert Henderson Jr. Show, featuring Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner and president of the Henderson Financial Group. Understanding money. It's all about the money.
It's all about the money, even the music business. All about the money. All about the money and nothing funny. It's business, it's business, it's business, it's business. So, Paul, what about when you hear, like local artists here, all of a sudden, group hit it big, and all of a sudden, they got these Mercedes Benz, and they got it big, and they signed with so and so. What is that all about? Because they really are really painting a picture to their colleagues and their friends that it's just all that.
It happens.
And it's easy. They're making it seem like it can happen to anyone.
It happens, but it's not easy. You don't hear about all the hard work that went behind it. There's a what you want to call it, a network involved in getting it to a certain point. Mm-hmm. My suggestion to anybody, if you have a son or a daughter and they want to rap, they want to sing, and they got some talent, and you want to find out if something can really happen with it, you may want to take a small investment and print up some CDs, print up 500 CDs or so, and try to get it out there on a local level, because what really happens is you have to understand that the only thing guaranteed in this industry is that you're going to spend a lot of money. You're going to spend a lot of money, and there are very few opportunities, I should say, for an independent company to come out and just break out. I mean, now you have the exceptions. You have No Limit Records. You have Cash Money, you have Loop Records, you have Slip and Slide Records. These are all little companies that a lot of the young folks know about, because they represented artists or whatever that were local artists that did well, at least for a period of time, and was able to do some things. But they don't realize the hard work. I remember when Luke started his thing, he started his own radio station. It was an underground radio station, but he couldn't get the radio stations to play his records. Wow. So he started his own radio station. That wasn't free. It cost somebody some money somewhere.
Okay.
They had no distribution. They were selling records literally out the trunk of their cars. Master P had the same situation in Louisiana. Okay. So it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a network.
And it seemed like nowadays the record companies, before they put out a lot of money on you, they want to see can you sell records. So it seems like if you just start now, you got to demonstrate your worthiness for someone to come in and take you serious. And what I mean by that, because what I've been seeing, let's say Lil Carlos. Lil Carlos can sing, and everybody say he can sing around the neighborhood and the talent show he sings. Now he wants to get a record deal. I think it's much easier for Lil Carlos to go and print up some CDs. He can do that at home if just get on it and burn them up and do some CDs and start passing them out to his friends. And his friends really like his music. Then the following gets bigger. Then he starts selling them, on the street to his cousin. Then the word gets round and it gets bigger and bigger. Now he starts selling some CDs on his own. He keeping all the money. He understanding how it works. And then what happens is if enough of it, he put it on the internet and people start listening to it and liking it, then if enough of that happens, then he can go in to someone that has contact and say, listen, this is what I have done. The people like this. They love this music. And then that person who they go into, like yourself, Paul, then you can take it and you can let a whole nother level of people listen to it and say, I think we got something. Let's polish him up. It's good. But long gone are the days just because somebody can sing that they're going to get millions of dollars and flown to New York. Right. I mean, you know, those are long, and that's the myth that most of the children don't know about. And a lot of the parents don't know about that. You have got to demonstrate. I talk so much about the law of demonstration. People want to deal with people with substance. I mean, there's some deepness inside it. They can sing. You know, they can write. They're not a dummy. I mean, you know, that's what people want to deal with. So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I think the first thing you got to do, if you got a son or daughter that want to sing, if you really think they want to sing, why don't you do your own test marketing?
There you
first.
Go. There you go.
Do your own test marketing. And like
right.
people call me saying they got an idea for a recipe, and they wanna take that idea to Nabisco, and they want to talk to somebody at Nabisco. Well, I say, well, has anybody in the hood taste your recipe? Have you taste your recipe? No, I ain't never cooked it. Why in the world you want to go straight to the rich white folks in Nabisco or Kellogg's and tell them about your product? You need to test market it first. Make it so good. Well, it's got to be so good. People lining up around the corner. That's when they want to come. That's right. why, Paul, I noticed that the record business seemed like they welcome celebrities quicker than they welcome somebody who's a no-name, all right?
Of course. Of
course.
course.
And why is that?
Well, you said it earlier. It's all about the money and demonstration.
And demonstration.
And demonstration. I mean, it's if you're a nobody and you're trying to put out a record, the hardest thing in the world is to get people of some importance to where you're trying to go, whether it's radio stations or record labels or whatever, to actually listen to your product.
So if it sounds good, why can't you just walk into a radio station and say, this sound good, play it?
Because the radio stations get so many people walking into the radio station saying, this sounds good, play it. They basically just, you know, they have to put up that wall.
You can take it to the strip club. I heard a lot of songs
well,
blow
you know,
up
if you know the DJ or you know the dancers, you know, all that, and
okay.
that's okay. But that's for a certain type of music too. You can do that with every kind of music.
Okay.
But what it really comes down to is that if you believe in your product enough, that, you know, you went and recorded, you spent the time and money and effort into it, recording it, you believe in it enough, then you have to believe in it a little bit more to press the product up and try to get it out there in the marketplace. It's one thing to go out and give your CD away, but it's something else when you're asking people to give you $5 or $10 for it, because now you're putting a value on it.
Right.
Now it's worth something.
Right.
People tend to listen to something that they have to pay for. They're not going to listen to it if you gave them to them now, because they get it all the time. Everybody walk up to them, hand them a CD. Next, you come back 5 minutes later, you see that CD on the ground.
Right.
But when you go and you put a value to it, you say, listen, this is my CD, man. I put my heart in this. You need to listen to this. You know, this is worth $5. And they give you $5, I guarantee the first thing they're going to do when they get to their car or when they get home
put it in.
is put that CD in, because they spent they hard-earned money for it.
So you would say the first thing, if a parent got a child that really wants to sing, parents would challenge the child to print up, learn about it, go learn how to print some CDs up on your own. I'll give you a little, you know, money or whatever, you know, a couple $100 to get you a little printer, and print up some CDs, record it, and then go ahead and let me know how much money you making on your own with your friends and your neighbors.
That's right. You know, it's kind of like how you used to tell me all the time, Rob, that, you know, people go out and they'll spend $20 on something and it's gone. Or they can go and buy $20 worth of bottled water and sell it on the corner and make $80 out of it.
Exactly.
Well, it's the same thing. They print up 500 CDs and it may cost them $100. But at 500 CDs at $5 a piece, that's $2,500 to be made. So, you know, it has to be a business from the beginning. I hear all the time people come to me, man, we're trying to make a buzz. My question is, what is a buzz? we want to give out CDs, and we pressing up 2,000 or 10,000 CDs just to give out because we're trying to create a buzz.
That's not a business.
That's not a business. You're just giving away money.
Okay.
That's like somebody saying they're gonna cook some pies and give them out. Some pies.
Taste them, so you can taste
them. So you could taste them, because these pies here, so we're going to just give out a lot of pies. No. Tell me that you was around the corner, everybody just lined up to buy your pies, then I'm going to say, oh, my God, I want to invest in you, so we can make some money.
And that's what the record industry does. That's what the record industry does. They say that you created value. Now we're willing to give you money up front or to take you to that next level and give you a percentage of whatever we make off of you.
Now that makes sense.
That makes sense. Paul, you've been in the business for so long. Now you on the management side, right? What?
Well, I work mostly with the independent labels around the country, getting their product. I set up distribution for them. I press up their product for them, get it in the stores. get it to the radio stations and get their videos on BET and MTV and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, let's take this one last caller. Reverend Counsel, are you there?
Good morning. This is Reverend Counsel. Mr. Henderson, and to your guests, briefly, I know you got a few minutes. I just wanted to make certain that the parents of these children will make certain that they, first of all, good examples of personal finance and money management and astute on basic business practices such that once these kids get into the business, they don't get taken advantage of financially and otherwise. They need to understand contracts and that type of thing. So if their parent is already an astute person and savvy in their business skills and what have you, then they're certainly at an advantage. That's all I need to say.
Thank you for that comment, Reverend. Have a nice day. Hey, Paul, I want you to address that. Now, you usually help people and guide them in that.
Well, that's the whole idea of what my company does. It's all about educating the wannabe artist or record label. Again, I had so many people coming in with record labels or wanting to create their own record label. You know, they want to set up their companies. They want to get contracts done. They want to be able to sign other artists or whatever. We do contract preparation. We negotiate deals.
Give out your telephone number. I want you to give out your number.
Well, if you need to speak with me, you always contact me at 305-827-7394. That's 305-827-7394.
Yeah,
a lot involved.
A lot
more than
involved.
just being a pretty face and singing.
Yeah, because we could have spent 2 hours on this subject alone. Because this subject right here, I tell you, it has really just engulfed.
This is Miami.
A lot of our kids. A lot of our kids just they just figure they're gonna be a star and they're gonna sing. But there's a lot more to it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Robert Henderson Jr., Lynda Harris. Our guest for today was Paul Lewis, who's a music consultant. Entertainment consultant. He's our partner, and he runs our entertainment division. If you all have further questions and comments and you want to get in contact with me, Lynda, or Paul, call us at area code 305-825-1444. And we'll be happy to help you and with your investment strategies and serve you. It's all about the money. Be here, same time, same place, same station. WTPS 1080 News Talk Radio. We'll be right back here next Saturday. It's all about the money. God bless you. Much love to you.